Forecast live. That's all watching. How much this one? Ryan?
Cheers.
Yes. It is quite the shitty time to be a Ohio fan.
That was a grueling weekend.
I mean, unless you're Cincinnati, I guess. That's in Kentucky, though. So,
Well, they lost too, didn't they?
yeah, they did. I think so. Did they lose?
Yeah.
That's right. They did lose.
Yeah, we watched the game together. Fuck.
That's right. Seems like it's been so long. Yeah, that's right. What that was Thursday night, right?
No,
Was
I
that
came over
Thursday
here
night?
early.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's because the 4 o'clock game. Jake Browning didn't get it done.
No, he did not. He didn't look bad.
No, well, I mean, hopefully the Huskies tonight look a little bit better. Jake Browning did.
Well, hopefully not. I'll go to an Oregon.
Anyway, we're gonna get into the Browns' flight as it happened at Mile High Stadium. Anything you want to just lead off with this?
Well, and you know, I'm a big fancy defender, but it was definitely not his best coach game. I hear we need to run the ball more stuff. I think at the beginning of the game, they were kind of trying to get the guys out of the box throwing the football. I think DTR played well. You know, you get into the second quarter, they start mixing it up a little bit more. I think that settled him down. I thought they did a good job of getting him easy completions. David Njoku's still dropping passes like a piece of shit. I don't know if that's just because
With that, why does it seem like none of our receivers seem to be able to catch DTR's ball? Is he like
that's a rocket?
Is he putting like reverse spin on it, or
It's nothing.
I mean, it's a rookie thing. I mean, I know some of the throws need to have a little bit better touch on it.
Well, touch and you know you can when you watch Deshaun throw
Right.
when he was on, those balls are exactly where they need to be. DTR is getting it to the right spot, but guys are having to do this.
Right.
It's like, dude, you're getting paid.
He's behind him a little bit. I get it.
You got to catch, 98% of those balls.
Correct.
I mean, there was one that was like the one that I think it was the Njoku drop that was like in all that traffic. That's understandable, but the one in the end zone.
Right.
Thankfully we got bailed out on a call to get a first down there.
Right.
And I was happy to finally see him throw a touchdown.
Absolutely.
So
I mean,
I really think that they were building momentum until he got out, at least defensively. Defensively was putrid.
Yes.
I put just as bad a grade on their game for DC.
Yeah. On
Schwartz.
Yeah.
Schwartz and Stefanski. No one wants to get it. We all know that our ticket to the playoffs, our ticket to do anything in the playoffs, starts with that side of the ball.
It has to.
And It's been relatively healthy. We had some bumps and bruises in the safety room, but you got back Thornhill.
Denzel Ward's going to be out again. We're going to get into that. He's going to be out again. Yeah, I saw
Miles playing.
Miles is playing. He's playing. I know he sustained an injury in that game. The injuries in that game. I mean, it's just unworldly. Yes, as far as I know, Mark's out there.
It looked like the season was lost. If you can't, it's very remarkable how much we've lost and being 7-4 at this point.
Right.
Especially with the schedule that we've had. Beating Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and San Fran with a rash of offensive injuries.
Yeah.
And being able to do that in Baltimore, too, was even more impressive. But moving forward, Flacco's starting Sunday.
Yes. Move forward.
So
yeah. We just got word today. Go ahead, though.
I don't know if he loses that job. Because it was DTR's job to lose, but if Flacco goes out there and plays well, how do you sit him?
Right. And I think another thing is, you had that dreaded week 2 when he played for the Jets last year and that comeback and all that shit. He had 4 touchdowns, right? Didn't he have 4 touchdowns in that game, including the game winner basically to Garrett Wilson with 22 seconds left?
Yeah.
So it's going to be, you still have another length on the tooth, for lack of a better term.
Well, still got an elite arm.
Yeah, and I read the article with Stefanski just came out, and he's like, it's good to have this, the veteran in there Not that he's trying to throw shade on DTR,
Right.
but it's good to have him in there. The guy is an absolute professional. Is it just me, or do I have a little bit? Do you have a little bit of a hard time rooting for Flacco? I mean, I do. I mean, I feel it almost makes me vomit a little bit.
It's definitely.
It's not like Roethlisberger, like if he would sign with them, but I just might, light myself on fire.
It's been so
like the joke you did.
It's just to me, it's been so long since he's been in Baltimore. Been a starter that.
I know.
But I even said in our work chat that I was like, well, Flacco got named starter, and I thought I'd say that in Cleveland.
Right. Well, I mean,
maybe
one kudos to Flacco though. The guy's smart. I mean, for Stefanski, what is he gonna say? I mean, he's not gonna like dog Flacco, knowing that he's gonna start this game. Yeah, I saw where Marty said that he just throws like an effortless, beautiful ball. I worry about still that other year on him. That was this what Wilson took over last year after 4 games. Flacco started 4.
And it wasn't even like he was playing bad either.
Yeah, but another shout out to Flacco with this though. One of the greatest, and I mean I don't want to say this, because we don't know how Watson's going to turn out, but one of the greatest highway robbery things that ever happened, the contract that Baltimore gave him.
Oh yeah.
After that Super Bowl and all that shit. Yeah. So, shout out to that guy. And
I mean, he had, 4 or 5 years of really good football there.
Yeah.
So
University of Delaware.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I remember when he came out, I was like, who the fuck is
Yeah, who the hell's this guy?
But no, I mean again, the way our defense is built, and I don't think that you can win out. But you can win a lot more games. Stay a lot of ball games. And that's, I think even with DTR or PJ Walker, like we still think that we are going to win every game. Like I knew at some point it was going to happen.
Right.
I was hoping it wasn't going to be Denver. I was actually hoping it'd be this week.
Well, we don't want PJ Walker to show up again.
No, that dude needs to go somewhere.
He just needs to.
Thanks for the fucking San Fran memory, but
yeah,
no way the engine that won that game.
Can you imagine if we actually had somebody else quarterbacking that game instead of PJ Walker? I mean,
yeah, they got no pressure on him either.
And the Niners.
Imagine if fucking Deshaun was playing.
Yeah.
We would have beat him fucking.
And the Niners ripped off. After that game, they lost. They were undefeated going into that game, and then they lost 3. Yeah, broke them there. So, but with Flacco, the other thing I have a little bit. So you have a veteran on the other side of the ball though too, in Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like Matt Stafford. Not gonna like him for this game.
Right.
Really love that guy. He's kind of been nursing. Last year he was nursing a bit of a shoulder injury. This year he's had a thumb injury that's kind of been nagging him. Didn't look like it had any problem last week though. I mean, what he had ended up throwing like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Last week.
Didn't they play the Cardinals?
Yeah. I mean, the Cardinals are bad, but they do have Kyler Murray back. But that defense is still not good. Right. So, but it was still good. It kind of galvanizes that
made
team.
Me stay away from the Cardinals-Steelers game because I know the Cardinals suck, but that's a team that could beat them.
I would love it.
Oh,
I would absolutely I would absolutely love it. And at this point, I think it's not out of the realm, but we always want to get that division title. But we're going to see how Flacco, just like you said. I mean, if Flacco goes
he won a Super Bowl 3 games on the road.
Yeah, if he plays, I mean, it's many moons ago, but if Flacco gets and plays,
give us whatever's left in that tank.
Whatever's left in there, right? Yeah, absolutely. And if he shows up, DTR sits behind him. Throw PJ on the practice squad. For sure.
I don't see why he can't play like Jacoby Brissett did last year.
Mm-hmm.
He is just as talented. Jacoby's a bigger guy, thicker guy, but I mean,
younger guy.
Yeah, I don't think athletically though that there's that much difference.
No. I mean, Flacco's definitely
he's not he's we haven't had a quarterback. Even Baker was.
He shifted around.
Yeah, he could run a little.
Yep.
He's not that type of quarterback. This is your prototypical you know,
Pocket passer.
he's 6'6", can see everything. I really hope him and Njoku find each other because I think the middle of the field stuff's been open.
Right.
And hopefully he's, takes what's there, and he's not going to force anything.
You know what I wouldn't mind seeing? I wouldn't mind seeing that veteran throwing some of those long balls like Kirk Cousins, getting some pass interference calls.
Yeah.
Make the field like extra short.
Well,
and this veteran mind could be that kind of guy.
And how many times have we seen, like, I don't know how many, like, touchdown offside, but like every other team we played, like, they'll get a free play and they'll chuck it.
Right.
How many times have we seen Cleveland, like when Baker's here, and I really it's the size of shiny at when that happens, the penalty, there's no try to fucking hit a shot.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. I think you definitely have it.
His 10-year-old league, he's gonna do the smart thing
right
9 times out of 10. So to me, it's quietly probably one of the better like recent signings because it makes us offensively should make us competent.
And let's be honest here too. So we're playing second game on the road here. We just lost in Denver. Cleveland didn't come home. They went straight to LA. SoFi Stadium. It's like never a home game there. No. Nobody gives a shit in LA. So there should be a lot of Browns fans there, a lot of transient fans, a lot of hometown fans. I mean, you got people that are just, they don't care. I mean, the Lakers are still it.
LA, yeah.
They're still in, as far as LA's concerned. So,
well, they probably had a bigger Raiders following there than they ever had.
Yeah, they probably did. But I mean, still, even when you're going back to the Magic days.
I'm just saying football-wise, but yeah.
Yeah, like you're talking about Shaq and Kobe days. I mean, it's in LA. I mean, basketball was LeBron, right? God, don't even get me started on LeBron as the GOAT. But I mean,
we could have that discussion.
We could have that discussion. I mean, have that discussion. You could talk to Michael up there. Whatever, what the fuck ever you guys want to talk about. I mean, whether you think Jordan's the GOAT or LeBron's the GOAT. See, this is my problem too. Not to get off course here, and I know that I'm in the minority. When we're talking
especially
about
Tom, your age group.
Yeah, talking about Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't judge an athlete's GOATness on the amount of titles they win. So that's why I have a hard time with Tom Brady, and I know I get shit on about Aaron Rodgers, who is amazingly just reactivated by the Jets.
I thought no way in fuck.
Right. I mean, 79 days they said or something. He was on the McAfee show.
That's got to be a record.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been looking good.
Basically just telling all the people, like, yeah, we don't really think you really had that injury. And he's like, yeah, fuck off.
Right.
I mean, every Tuesday with McAfee, it's amazing. The Browns have the Jets coming up.
Right.
I hope to God that's not the deciding game.
Well, the Jets still have to fucking win out.
Right.
So is he activating and playing?
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's playing yet. He's activated. So, but I mean, you got Zach Wilson. You got that other dipshit that's been the quarterback for him, Todd Boyle.
Yeah, Boyle.
And so, I mean, Rodgers is like, but I don't really understand the Jets' mentality there. So, I mean, if you're 4-7. Okay, you're 11 games in, so what? You got 6 games left, right? So, what are you thinking at this point if you activate Rodgers?
I think what they honestly, he's playing well because go with the future going even in the next year. People see that there's a future there. They can actually get some free agents.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem.
For it being that big of a market, the Jets have always been kind of like us in the fact that you got to overpay.
Yeah.
To get somebody.
Well, they've always kind of been like the little brothers in New York, underneath the Giants.
Yeah.
So I get that. So.
No, I get that too. Like, season's gone. If they were 5-6 or 6-5, yeah.
Right.
You get a shot.
I mean, at this point, though, they have 4-7. Yeah. They got one out, right?
Maybe 9-8 gets you in, but you're gonna.
You and I talked about this the other day, just because the AFC is so competitive. Versus the NFC. I mean, we're going to have an NFC South team.
8-9 or 7-10.
And they could have a losing record. And we've seen this before. and they could get in the playoffs. Now I don't know, but the first wild card in the NFC might be who we talking about. Is Minnesota going to come back and do a little something in there? Well, not. I shouldn't say the first wild card team. The first wild card team is going to be the fucking Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
Because those fuckers are not. They're
Eagles.
catching. Yeah, they're playing the Eagles this coming Sunday after just barely winning against the
Even if they
Seahawks
beat them,
last
they
night.
still have to. I think
Right.
Philly would still have to lose 2 games.
Yeah,
And that ain't happening. Unless it's not happening. It's the only way to shut people that they have shit locked up.
right. So I just think, I mean, if they're division winners, you know, let's say San Francisco wins wins the West, and the North is going to go to Detroit, right? Which we're hoping. We're all kind of pulling for Detroit.
I don't see a different like that.